Coming at you from a bulletproof bunker just outside of Celestia's castle, it's Equestria Redacted, and I am very angry right now. Okay, let me explain what's been going on. So you notice I'm using the laptop camera. That's because the PC camera actively isn't working, and it's going beyond just not loading. That I can usually fix by restarting it. I just usually don't have the time to. I mean, it is legitimate. Like, let me just show you. That's me trying to use the camera, and shows up like that in files too. It isn't just, oh, I can work around it. First off, that actually hurts my eyes, so even if it was just while recording, I still couldn't record without, like, wearing sunglasses. Actually, I think I have sunglasses around here. Yeah, I do. I have some right here. Huh, that makes it hurt not as much. It still hurts, though, so I couldn't even do that. Okay? And then I see, oh, this is the week MLP returns, so there's a new episode. And I find out it's a Christmas episode. Okay? So that's really annoying. Because really, I can't review Christmas episodes in August. It's a rule I have. Don't review Christmas things in August. It is August right now, DHX. And then I find out. You ready for this? There were 2 episodes this week. So I tried to watch the other one on my PC. I even tried to do like a little reaction and review to it. It just doesn't work. My PC genuinely is always about to crash when I do that. Just for the love of God. I've been wearing the headphones the entire shot. Dang it. Now I look like Digibro. Double dang it. Okay, but then, and it gets even more irritating somehow. Somehow, I was gonna respond to that Kid Douglas's video on Vita, which I watched like 3 minutes of and decided to save it. He deleted the video. He deleted the video. Here's what he had to say on this. I had to temporarily remove examining Vita due to some behind-the-scenes issues, but don't worry, it'll be back up in a few hours. It's been 3 hours for the record, which is more than a few. And even then, that's annoying when I'm on schedule here, Douglas. I mean, I guess I could watch more of his Lily Pete one. You know what, why not? Let's do that. I mean, rumor has it Douglas may be watching this video, if you know what I mean. So, you know, let's throw a little bit more constructive criticism his way. We were at 11 minutes last time. We'll try and make it to 20 minutes at least this time. You know, I'll even go back to the 10-minute point when he was talking about the clap thing, which, on a side note, he still means his video is a felony in the U.S. But, yeah. I think it should be noted, by the way, that the picture, or that the folder in the fan pack he sends you, where the NSFW stuff is in, is literally called Troll Pics. I just find that amusing. Anyway, he talks about Lily moving her Tumblr to new management, and then essentially says, you're being a hypocrite, because we talked about the Sky Pegasus and Moanaverse thing last time. But he also mentions Dr. Wolf's Silver Quill for some reason, which I don't recall happening. And Josh, you ignore why she did it, though. And that was because they were uploading episodes of Brony D&D that had Zach in them, who, if you don't know, is a pedophile. And given what you say in this video, I'd assume you and I both agree being a pedophile, come over here, is kind of bad. He also mentions Quill Stroke and claims Buttons made up everything about a relationship with Anthony despite there being evidence of it. Don't worry, I believe you. I think Discord is biased against Anthony as well, Douglas. Yeah, we covered the quill stroke thing last time, so just watch the previous episode if you're curious about that. Douglas then says one of the greatest things ever, and that is, if you spend all your time attacking people, they're going to clap back. So I assume Douglas would have no issue with, say, people prying into his personal life and trying to find out details that are honestly none of their business, aka what happened to Lily Pete. My god, you just opened yourself up a big can of worms. Congratulations. For the record, don't do that to Douglas. For the love of God, just don't. He also drags out this point for well over a minute because that kid Douglas cannot make points in a decent length of time and has to spend as long as possible dragging them out. Just, my God. He also briefly goes over the idea that Ebra is a sock account, which of course is true because as we all know, Ebra is currently claims to be in Australia, in evidence I don't have, but it does exist, trust me. And since Australia is not real, neither can Ebra be. What? He also drags this point out too. But now we're talking about Josh Scorchers, because of course he is. Why wouldn't he? If there's one thing that's been proven over and over again, never let me do that again, is that that kid Douglas has never had a valid point in his life. Or an original thought in his life, my bad. Although, honestly, he's never had either an original point or a valid thought, or... I got it backwards! Although it still applies there, so you know what? I just keep getting lucky today. If only it was in a way that matters. And honoring Douglas's random background switch, I decided I'd take part in one too, and move my laptop over a little, although this is actually a far better angle. He also starts a drinking game like 15 minutes into the video, which, to be fair, is only like halfway through, which is still too late. But I'd like to remind everyone, 15 minutes isn't even halfway through. We also get a very long shot of the most entertaining thing I've ever seen. I don't know you, but I was completely enthralled by it, just as much as Douglas was. What could be more entertaining? You guys want a part 2? He then gives evidence Lily Pete abused Josh. Which, on a side note, he drags out so long that it's not funny. He does like 15 seconds worth of sarcasm. But okay. Let me actually address this, because I've seen this mentioned a few times. Do you people who throw around the term gaslighting every 10 seconds even know what it is? Like, go actually look up the definition of gaslighting and then come back to me. Oh wait, no, that can't be the case, because Joshua Scorcher, that's not his actual name. Joshua Burner, he's naturally a good guy, and Lily Pete, as we all know, is essentially Satan mixed with, well, Satan and the devil are the same thing, mixed with every villain in every Disney movie, and she is trying to destroy art, for God's sake. I really do hate everything. I don't think I've made that clear enough. He then unironically says that Lily wants her followers, to believe Josh is this horrible, evil person who dismisses opinions as emotional abuse, while he does the exact same thing. That really doesn't mean anything. I just find that funny. It's really the only funny thing I find out of that kid Douglas. I'm sorry. I'm just really angry right now, and I may just be taking it out on him. Just everything this week. He also does an easily to notice lie by omission of why Lily refused to edit certain. I think it was actually only one Taking Too Seriously episode. It's because Josh unironically tried to compare Spike to slavery, or to a slave, and what Twilight does to slavery. And according to Lily, at least, the script was a little racist. Now, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It was a long time ago, and even then, I never saw the script in the first place. It's possible it was the least racist thing I'll ever read, and Lily just made a mistake. But you don't know that either, that kid Douglas, because you haven't read the script, and if you have, please inform me what's in it. I've actually always been curious. Also, Josh having slow production is the status quo. Just pointing that out. Actually, you know what my favorite kind of lie is? A lie by commission, though. I love those even more. If you don't know, a lie of commission is just what you think of when you tell a lie. It's something actively untrue. Essentially, Douglas says Lily made a video of Josh's Pony OC committing suicide. After showing the video, in case you're wondering what actually happened, it was Josh's Pony OC going to the national Don't Screw Up competition and then stabbing himself 30 times. Now, if you're a fan of Zero Punctuation, you may say that sounds familiar. That's because it was a clip of Zero Punctuation. So tell me, do you have an issue with Yahtzee betraying Sony committing suicide, or is that fine because you may not like Sony? I don't know. I don't know if you're a gamer or not. But anyway, back to the video. Lily then walked out and said, "I don't want to stab myself. That hurts," and wished she got an award. That's perfectly fine in my opinion. Okay, but okay. Oh, by the way, he mentioned the cease and desist. You still never followed up to mine, so just saying. And yes, I'm gonna keep pretending that was legitimate. Because when you think about it, it's equally as valid as Josh's. Anyway, I can't stand any more of that kid Douglas. So, you know what? I'm gonna do something, though. You see, the man with a video that has 106 likes to 13 dislikes recently complained in the video that Lily has such a safe space. So I figured, why not look at some of these 225 comments and see just how unsafe Douglas's space is. Lily is what some refer to as a social justice warrior, or SJW for short. People still say that, ironically. While certain people who would identify themselves as an SJW, nobody does, that's a lie, because they care about social issues. Most people, Lily, which they spelled wrong, included, use the label to deflect/distance or distract from their own less than saintly behavior. For example, going after Falcon while being guilty of writing some herself. I've debunked this point like a million times. So, is Lily like the Digibro of the MLP community? You know, if you actually are so lazy you can't come up with actual reasons to hate someone and you're only based with comparisons to other people, I kind of don't take you seriously anymore. The fact that Jerry Pete's fans supporting him was unbelievable. Yeah, I called Jerry him. Oh my god, you're so edgy. And his original YouTube name, actually, it was Ballspawn, not Jerry Pete, so that's just a lie. Because he doesn't deserve to be called she. But respect the artist, am I right? I want to smack Lily Pete with a huge history textbook. I'm pretty sure that's assault, but okay. Oh, also, JoJo from the E4B posted the video on Tumblr, and he found a comment of someone saying something extremely racist to Douglas. Now, of course, I'm against people saying racist things to that kid Douglas. I think that's pretty obvious. I'll even make a t-shirt that says, "Don't say racist things to that kid Douglas," if I have to. But I'd like to point this out. Is this some random racist troll, or is it one of Lily's followers truly dedicated to attacking someone based on race? Because we Lily Pete fans are known for our racism. You know, it's not like we were laughing at you people when you complained Applejack could get a black voice actress. Remember that one, JoJo? You know, the one where everyone on Lily Pete's side, including Lily Pete herself, was making fun of people. Like, to be fair, I don't think you did that. Anyway, have you guys seen the official anti-Lily Pete blog? It recently posted this. "I don't care if you're a conservative or a liberal. Just don't be Lily and we'll get along just fine." So out of everyone in this world, there's only one person that individual does not like. Okay, one more thing. Recently, Sega Sister re-uploaded an old glass of water. Yes, in case you're wondering, that is copyright infringement and is highly illegal. But remember, Sega Sister respects the artist. Unless the artist is Lily Pete. Anyway, they also, for some reason, think it was taken down because it proves Lily Pete wrote Stockholm. As if anyone was debating that. That's just the straw man of an argument you made up. But here's something. Here's some comments. "I wonder if Lily will see this. She probably will. $5 says Lily will flag Sega Sister for copyright infringement," which she'd be in the right to do. "Which, if I'm not mistaken, is what Lily did more than once. I only recall her doing it one other time, and that was when someone actively posted her face. Wouldn't surprise me if she did, knowing she's a flagrant hypocrite." How is that hypocrisy? First of all, that's a bit rude. Second off, you may be right. You may be wrong for all I know, but you may be right. I'm sorry, just couldn't help it. Nothing is really interesting about that video. Good night.